What's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to go over everything you need to be successful in Amazon FBA in 2023. This is going to be a checklist of all the things you need to have in place in order to, succeed in this business model come next year. Amazon FBA has grown year over year, and going into the current times that we're in, this is still a very viable way to make money. And although it's a little late to get started for Q4, this is the perfect time to get yourself set up to now, succeed and sell all year next year. So the first thing that you're going to need is a Seller Central account. This is an account for Amazon Seller Central. You'll go to sell.amazon.com or sellercentral.amazon.com and sign up for an account. They're going to need basic info from you, like your driver's license, a bill, something to verify your identity and verify your address. After you then sign up for the account, within a few days you'll get approved, and as long as you've never been a seller before, you should have no problem. Additionally, in terms of organization work, you're going to need to have an LLC, which is a business entity. You could also do a different type of entity, either a sole proprietorship, an S Corp. Definitely contact a CPA and see what works best for you. But you are going to want that as both a little bit of protection, and this will also allow you to place orders with wholesalers, because those are business to business only. So just as an individual, you won't be able to order from these companies, and it will get you sales tax exempt on everything you're buying, so that way you could save on average a rough 6 to 7% on all the items that you're purchasing. The next thing you'll need is a business bank account. So once you open up your LLC, you'll want to start a separate bank account for this business. That way you can keep track of all of your Amazon payouts and money that you're using to buy inventory and supplies and shipping and stuff like that. You're going to want to keep it separate and its own account, because it's going to get super confusing if you have multiple things going on, or you're doing this out of your personal account, or you might not have money to pay a bill that comes up. So it's definitely best to keep personal and business separate, especially with Amazon. The next thing you'll want is business credit cards. You can go to companies like American Express, Bank of America, Chase. All of these companies offer introductory 0% APR for 6 to 18 months, meaning that you can get business cards that you could spend and leverage 0% funding for, like I said, 6 to 18 months, depending on the card, which will allow you to buy more inventory. Also, with business cards, these will allow you to get larger limits, so you can purchase, again, more inventory and increase your spending power and leverage and start to scale. Additionally, business credit cards will give you the separation where this is not on your personal credit report. So if you are spending a large sum of money every month or maxing out your cards in terms of their limit to purchase inventory, although it's not necessarily irresponsible, if you did this on personal cards, your utilization would go up on your credit report, and then your score would go down. So with business, it's not necessarily shown the same way, so it'll allow you to scale further without affecting that. So that wraps up all of the organizational / paperwork type things that you need to be successful with this business. The next thing that you're going to need are softwares. These are all softwares that are going to allow you to effectively keep track, organize, and scale your business, as well as source products. So the first software is Keepa. This is the Amazon seller best friend. Every Amazon seller has Keepa, and what it does is it shows you the price history, rank history, sales history in general of an item over the length of time that listing has been active. For 99% of items, you could see since the date that listing was created, every single sale that's gone on, at what price point, at what rank, with how many sellers, and it's super helpful and as well as super accurate. And in general, if you don't get anything else, this is the software that you're going to need. This one is somewhere around $20 a month. The next one that you'll need is Jungle Scout. What Jungle Scout is it's another Chrome extension that will show you how many sales and item sells per month. Another competitor to Jungle Scout is Helium 10, and you can pick which works better for you. These softwares are like estimates, and they're not as accurate as Keepa. However, they give you an estimate as to how many units sell per month and at what price point on average. But mostly it's just good for units. That way divide by how many sellers, how many units you could sell per month if you were to hop on the listing, although it's just an estimate. The next one you'll need is either RevSeller or SellerAmp. What these tools are they show you the Amazon FBA revenue calculators. Both of them, they'll show you the fees that are involved with the sales, so you know at what price point you're selling, what it'll get paid out, if it's in small and light program, peak period, etc. These are both really good. They also give you the weight of the product and a little bit of information like the UPC. RevSeller is what I use, and it's better if you do both wholesale and OA, because it's just an easier calculator that's less clunky in my opinion. SellerAmp is better for online arbitrage, because it'll bring up the item on Google and find it on different sites. You can help with sourcing, so it's also like a calculator plus a sourcing tool. RevSeller is just an FBA fee calculator. The last one you're going to want is Inventory Labs. This is a software that's going to help you keep track of your shipments, list items onto Amazon efficiently and also keep track of your numbers. So it'll allow you to see how much inventory you have, what each sale is paying you, what your net profit for the month is, and all of those numbers. It gives you a detailed transaction report as well as monthly reports and profit and loss statements. So this is a good one for newbies to see exactly what their numbers look like and keep track of everything as a seller. Some honorable mentions of things that you might need that'll help you scale are softwares like 2D Workflow, Seller Board, and Helium 10. So that wraps up all the software that you're going to need to be successful. And then the final thing we're going to go over is the skills that you need in this business and the skills that you're going to need to learn and master in order to be successful. The first that you're going to need to learn how to do is learn how to source. You're going to need to learn how to find products that you could purchase and sell on Amazon, looking at all of the data as well as the supplier info, seeing what you can buy low and sell for high on Amazon. They say in this business that you make money on the buy. So this is one of the most important things that you need to learn is how to be good at sourcing. And once you learn this skill, you'll be able to duplicate it, get better at it, and efficiently, scale. Because basically in this model, all you really need to learn how to do is buy inventory, and then everything else you'll figure out as you go. The next thing you're going to want to learn how to do is find wholesale suppliers. As you start to scale, you'll realize that with wholesale, it's a lot easier to purchase items from the same supplier, get discounts, as well as build relationships out for the long term where you can replenish products on a monthly basis and also add new stuff as it comes in. So learning how to find these suppliers is extremely important. For both of the last points we talked about, check out our other videos on this channel. We'll put links to them in the description where you can check out how to source efficiently, how to find wholesale suppliers, also tutorials on the software. The last thing you're going to need to learn how to do is how to send in inventory to Amazon. So this is something that we also have a video on whether you should utilize a prep center or do things yourself. So you can check that out in terms of what route you want to go. If you use a prep center, you're going to need to contact a bunch of prep centers and see which one works for you. And also I would recommend looking for smaller prep centers that are more of mom and pop shops than giant facilities, because they're a lot more likely to care about your business, which will get you more prioritized faster. You might pay a little more for this, but it's better to have somebody on the other end that you can call rather than one of the major prep centers in like Delaware or Washington where they're just tax-free and everybody uses them. You'll want to kind of dig into finding a mom and pop that'll be able to service your needs best. And if you decide to go the route of sending in items your own, I would definitely recommend getting 2D Workflow eventually and utilizing Inventory Labs and 2D Workflow to efficiently send in your shipments to Amazon. So that about wraps up everything you need to know to be successful with Amazon FBA in 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for your business.